Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing something new and exciting. I'm starting a series called It's That Deep, during which we will be talking about deep stuff. So let me explain how this is going to work. I have a bowl here. This bowl is filled with controversial and deep questions. The bowl is not that deep, but the questions will be. So, thrown into this mix as well is a light-hearted statement. So just to kind of lighten the tone of the video a bit. So, our first two guests on the show are Emma and Shannon, my friends. They're not just random people. So, I would like you guys to just introduce yourself briefly, just to let people know who you are.
Well, I'm Emma, I'm 23, and I met Rhiannon through Shannon, who I met at university. And my interests are mainly to do with games, TV shows, anything techie.
Well, I'm Shannon, also 23, and I know Rhiannon through secondary school, so year 7, so she's been in my life for way too long, should I say. Interest-wise, I don't know, I'm very into like random things, I don't know.
Shannon likes quotes, and she likes to discuss
I'm
it.
that person
romantic
that
movies.
a quote, like I'll be like happy quotes, and I'll just read them, and then I'll find one that applies to my feelings, and then I'm done for the day. And I'm like into like helping young people. I'm into like the younger generation. I feel like I could be a very good mentor. But yeah.
Nice, thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a time limit, just because otherwise we would probably talk for quite a while. So we're going to set the time limit at 15 minutes and see how many questions we can get through. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Pineapple on pizza.
That's the statement.
Wow. I used to eat pineapple on pizza, and back then it kind of did taste a bit odd. The sweetness with the ham and then the tomato and the cheese. Now I can't eat anymore. It just doesn't work.
Pineapple pizza is the best pizza there is.
Wow.
I don't know, it's like eating sweet and salt popcorn.
But she does have funny tastes.
No, that's not funny.
Like, she,
think about this thing, yeah?
Once she mixed blue
like
cheese and sardines together.
This isn't Shannon's story time. Listen, yeah? You like sweet and salt popcorn, you like sweet and sour food. We dip chips in milkshakes. It's not that odd.
Who does that?
Everyone does that.
I've tried it, but it's not a regular thing.
It's the one. Sweet and salt is just a mix.
I understand that logic. I mean, I'm not that bothered either way. I can understand why people do it, but I just wouldn't eat it because I don't like it.
Right now I can go and get one. Extra pineapple.
I could understand the pineapple and ham alone, but with cheese.
Alone? That's what you're going to eat with. I'm for pineapple and pizza.
That's that. Okay, moving on swiftly. Shannon, your turn.
Is the truth always better than a lie?
0 to 100 real quick.
Well, I'll teach kids that it is, but in reality, sometimes you have to lie. Because sometimes, yeah, there's some things in life that you know that will hurt someone in that particular moment, or that they might be in a very, very vulnerable mindset, and if you were to like add fuel to the fire, they might just, you know, have a breakdown. So sometimes it's better for them to like kind of grieve whatever they're going through, process it, and then maybe consider telling them the truth.
So you would tell them the truth after some time? It
depends on a person's mindset, if that makes sense. So if you know that this lie will like break them, this truth will break them, I feel like sometimes you just have to lie. But ultimately, the truth is always better than a lie, because the truth is always going to come out.
I used to think that, but now that I'm older, I decided I want to let the other person decide for themselves what they would do with that truth. So it's not my choice to withhold the information from them, because we're all adults now and you can't treat people like they're delicate.
I agree with Emma again. I take what I said back.
Yeah, that's quite a good point actually. Like giving someone the truth and then letting them decide what to do with it, I suppose.
It's a mature mindset, a mature approach. Because at the end of the day, it's not for you to judge whether or not they can handle something.
This is true.
But sometimes some things can just break a person.
It is hard. I had to do it recently at work. A colleague.
I hope your colleague's not watching it.
Oh no, details, but we have a system where like you have to report things, and someone told me they were going to report something about someone that I knew wasn't true. And I told that person because I was just thinking their job could be in jeopardy. They might need to apply for something else. They have debts, they have bills. I told her, and she's very sensitive. So she obviously immediately started crying, and she went and spoke to our line manager, but I thought she should know.
Yeah.
And in the end, it did help her because she was aware that she had to be careful around that person who was going to...
No shade, whoever you are.
Should we move on? What is the difference between justice and revenge?
There's a big difference.
Oh, go on then.
Actually, no.
Sometimes the line can be blurred.
Yeah.
Well, in my head, justice is like doing things the straightforward way. Not the straightforward, like the lawful way.
Yeah.
So going to basically going to the police, reporting something.
And then justice could be like the story that you just said, that you kind of gave that woman a chance.
Yeah, but then also
so
in that story, my manager, he kind of was angry at me because in a way I could have been disrupting justice. Because if it was true what she did, I report. But either way, the other person was going to report it anyway. But yeah, in my head, revenge is something that you
calculated.
Yeah, and you take upon yourself to inflict it in whatever way possible.
Yeah, I agree. I think revenge is more personal.
Yeah, I was going to say justice can be done for the good of like a whole community or like a group of people.
Yeah, revenge is for you, or
it's a personal. Why are you closing your eyes?
I don't know. Is there a point where lots of money is too much money? If yes, how do you identify where this point is?
100%. For like, when you've got one person that's like a billionaire, there should be not a cut-off point, but it's like, how can one person uphold so much money, and there's people that are broke completely. Like, I just feel like there needs to be a medium. I understand people work hard. I understand that people work towards their means, but at the same time, it's kind of like, where do you draw a line?
I suppose some people would say like, if they have earned all that money, then surely it's their right.
It's their right.
But then when you think about it, in every job, like, you're not the only person that gets you to the top. Like, you always are being helped by other people. So then you have to give them credit as well, I suppose. Especially when you have such a big responsibility, like if you have a really good job.
Wasn't there 2 billionaires who signed some sort of pact that they would give a percentage of their money every year?
The fact that you can make that much money, that could help a whole community. Like,
true.
Yeah.
And then one person is living this lifestyle.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then when you see like celebs, not just celebs, but people that have a lot of money, spending money with like senselessly, it just makes you.
Yeah, bothers me so much.
It's just like there's people out there that are starving. I suppose it's different when you're in it.
Yeah, I mean it's easy for us to say. Like,
we're not living that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I suppose if I one day won the lottery,
then how do we know they're not contributing to charity? We don't
they probably
know.
are though.
Because people in those situations who are starving, they will continue to starve unless there's an actual solution. Because you can give them food, but it will go.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's up to their governments to really change.
Yeah, it's a bigger issue.
So then you feel like there should be a cut point on how much you can make. Like,
No,
like,
because if everyone becomes millionaires, someone has to be above that. So
I feel like if you have a lot of money, I just feel like you have a kind of responsibility to help the rest of like your community, because you have that, like you have the ability. You have the means, you have the ability to do it. I guess some people wouldn't agree, because even if you think about taxes, like some people will complain that if you have more money you're getting taxed more, but surely that makes sense, like, because it's kind of trying to balance it out. Like if you earn less, you pay less tax. If you earn more, you pay more tax. Like surely that makes sense.
But it doesn't matter what other people think of you. I feel like in an ideal world, I would love to be able to walk around and be like, fuck you. Can I swear? But like, I would love to be like, I don't care what you think, But I don't feel like it necessarily matters. But then, saying that, I do feel like it does matter, because if you have children, if you have people that look up to you, like a lot of things that you can do influence what they do. So I feel like in that sense, it does matter, because if I walked around with no care and did what I did, Because if I had it my way, I walk around nude. Do you know what I mean? But the young people that are dependent on me will then think that's, you know, they can do whatever they want at their age. If that makes sense. So I feel like there's a sense of responsibility if you have people that are dependent on you. I think that's the only people that should matter. Those that are dependable on you.
So wait, the question is, does it matter what people think?
Yeah. So not everyone.
I don't think. Well, obviously you can't like break laws. That's the most important thing. But when it's like the surface level of everything, I don't think it matters what people think, because a lot of people are stifled by friends, family, society. Family might make you feel like you have to go to a certain career path. Friends might think might make you think you have to dress, act a certain way. Society might make me Society might make you think you have to act a certain way if you're a female or male. So no, I don't think you should care.
I kind of agree with Shannon in the sense that you kind of have a responsibility with certain people who might look up to you.
Especially if you take on a role. So I take on a role as an older sister, like I take on that role. And me being an older sister, for me, means that I have to set a certain example for my little sister.
Yeah.
I take on a role as an auntie. For me being an auntie, it means that I have to set an example to my nieces. Does that make sense?
So what could you be doing that affects how they think of you?
But I could do many things, yeah.
Because I'm saying don't break laws. Like going nude on the street, that's a breaking the law.
No, but I mean stuff like, for instance, at young ages, they feel like they could do the same things that you can do. They don't think that they are still younger than you, So I can do something at my age, but they're not aware of that. So if I now started to at 16, I'll get on my lip pierced. So when my sister turned 16, it's like, you know, it's automatic like, oh, I can get my lip pierced.
Yeah,
but it's different timing.
She?
I'm not saying she can't, that's just an example. But what I'm saying, like, what you get at a certain age, you kind of set the tone, and it's like, oh, no, they can do it. But we live in a different world, different timing. So when we was younger, doing certain things wasn't that serious. Where if they do it now, there's more.
No, but I think people think this now because of social media. They're more aware of it. But no, it's the same. Because back then, you having a lip piercing is the same as having a lip piercing.
No, a lip piercing is a poor example. Forget a lip piercing. Don't focus on that. I'm just saying that because of the social media, that they are the social media era. There's a lot of things that they do and it gets more exposed, or they do and there's more pressures behind it.
I feel like we're underestimating young people because it will only affect you if you broadcast it. If you were like to wear something skimpy, and like you were to take a picture and put it online, you will get
but you know the people that I don't think they should follow you. I just think they should set a certain example.
What is that example?
Of good morals. If I'm a liar, I decide I can lie about everything, and I'm like, well, I don't care, I can do what I want, and I lie. Say I'm just known for lying, I'm now telling my niece, that it's okay to lie. It's okay to lie all the time. If it gets you out of it, it's okay to lie.
But if you're lying, you're not really thinking about anyone anyway, so
not necessarily.
That doesn't really.
No, but it does.
Like, how you come across, like, you should be worrying about who you're lying to. It's not about what you're.
No, but what I'm trying to say though. If I set a certain example, I feel like I've done my part as playing that role that I uptake. Does that make sense? So my niece or my sister or whoever might not think that, they might not even follow my footsteps. But me as a person, I would actually just set an example. So it's not about them necessarily, it's about how I want to be viewed by them.
Yeah,
so I want to be viewed in a light where I know that I've kind of shown them what I think is the right way of life. It might not be the right way of life.
But I mean, what I'm saying is, if you do those things like constantly, you're not going to be caring what they think, your family members anyway, because you're doing all those things. If you're a constant liar, you're not caring about
people out there
that
they have selfish traits, and they just can't help it. But
exactly.
They
so if you have selfish traits, you're not going to be caring about
selfish trait doesn't mean that you don't care. Does that make sense?
No, but you won't care how people see you, because you're selfish. You're already in your head.
Not necessarily. There's something that are selfish, but they can't. In a moment, they'll act selfishly, but when they deep the bigger picture, they wish they could do otherwise. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because you act a certain way doesn't mean you wanna be like people change. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. So I'm now doing things that I would say that was good back then. Does that make sense? Oh.
Wow, I didn't realise that question of all the questions would be the deepest.
Shannon cares a lot about what people think. That's
no, I don't.
Let's just
but not in a bad way.
I feel like when people say that statement, people don't focus on what you're saying. I'm not saying the general public, I'm saying the people that matter to me. So it's not about people. It's about who I feel like it matters to me. So
the question was, do you care what people think?
Yeah. So in general, no. Like, I would like not to care, but I do care. But it's not like we have kids. Your mindset will change again. because you want best for your kids. You don't have to want the best for your kids.
Yeah, I think being a parent will probably change your.
But it shouldn't be. I don't think like it should have to be a parent. You have to be a parent for you to want better for people that's in your circle.
No, I'm just saying it probably.
I can't just think about myself, but
I want better for everyone around me, but then also I know I'm one person and it's not my responsibility to take care. I'm in my head. I'm not thinking I need to work to get there for them.
It's the mindset of imagine you win the lottery, and you win like £5 million. Some people that I don't know, they'll go on and whatever. Some people like me, I'll be like, there's a couple people in my life that I'll make this whole day straight.
Yeah, I would get
it's that mindset. It's literally that mindset. So you might not win the lottery, I might not be successful, but if I do become successful, there's people that I'll bring along the way. And that's including friends and family.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I have it, I'll give it. So but I'm not thinking I need to go out and get it.
So it's not for them. No, but it's literally that mindset. So if you imagine you winning a lump sum of money, then everyone else that you know that matters to you will also come up a level. Does that make sense? So it's that mindset.
I think for me, like, I don't care what other people think in the sense that if they just have an opinion or something I'm doing, I'll be like, well, it's what I want to do. But I think I definitely do care how, if people see me in a good light, because obviously I want to come across as doing good things. I don't want to just come across like in a negative way all the time. And it's true that like the people that are closer to you, you value their opinion more as well. Like maybe your parents or like your friends, your close friends. I think you just need to be aware of like what you're doing and how it might affect people. Yeah, like it just depends on, I don't know, the way you go about certain things or like how you present yourself. Like a bonus question. Go on then.
What is more important, family or friends? I had the mindset that you don't choose your family, so it's not by force that I should love my siblings. It's not by force that I should love my parents. It's not by force. Yeah, I did not ask to be born into this family, but I choose my friends. So my friends are very important to me because I chose to be your friend. I chose to stand by your side. Yeah. So they're a mixture of two. I'll say family then because it's a mixture of two anyways for me. Like my family and friends, they're mixed. It's not a thing.
Okay, so you consider your friends as your family?
Yeah, because you choose them.
Yeah. Because like all my friendships are long term now, so it's like we've been through a lot. Yeah.
It's official. Long term. I'm not getting my ring.
Like even Rhiannon, I met Rhiannon through Shannon, but it's like I've gotten to know her a lot, and it's like it's not acquaintance anymore. It's just friendship, and it's obviously different levels of friendships, but it's like. You do choose your friends, and like
for sure.
If things do come up, you have the choice to end it or fix it. With family, it's kind of difficult because if you have situations with family, sometimes you can have resentment if it's not sorted. Because family can sometimes
hinder you.
Yeah, so family usually expect you to forgive them or to like go past whatever thing they did, so yeah.
And the thing about family, I find it is that because you're born into this, it's kind of like there's a lack of appreciation sometimes because it's kind of like we're blood, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
like,
it just is what it is.
It is what it is, isn't it? Like we're binding together by blood. It's like,
that's very unhealthy.
Where with friends, it's kind of like when you meet someone, you kind of have to not put in effort. You have to put in effort. You're gonna have to like make it work. For you to have a long-term relationship, friendship. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, I guess that's why I say family is unconditional love because it's like you just have to deal with them.
But is it unconditional love or is it unconditional tolerance?
That's what.
Yeah, do you think like you should always try and get past those issues with the family because like that's how it is? You're always going to be binded together, or would you treat them as any other like?
Right, there's one family member that I'm currently not talking to because I gave him many chances and. Sometimes it can get abusive emotionally because they will expect you to take on all their, I wouldn't say burdens, but everything that like, and they expect you to just deal with it, not knowing that you go through your own
problems.
Yeah, and they don't care. And it's like after a while, for your own sake, you have to just take a step back from them.
It's the same with friends, and you don't hear people talk about like friendships, abusive friendship, if that makes sense. So like you can have friends where they take the absolute piss, but it can just take a toll on your emotions because with friends you care a lot about them and like you become invested. Whatever they go through, you don't necessarily go through it, but you take on a part of
Yeah.
I feel like any relationship in this, like you hold in this life, if they mean something to you, they'll always have it. They'll always have an impact to you.
And if it's unhealthy, no matter who they are, it's not good.
And I feel like it's not easy to like disconnect yourself from someone's problems. Yeah, then you should question yourself. I'm not saying I should take every problem. But if Emma's sad, yeah, I should feel something for her. Do you know what I mean? If Emma's feeling the type of way, you should feel something for them. Yeah. And family or friends. If you know that that's not working, like you just, it is what it is, isn't it? Then maybe it's time to let that go.
Because you're maybe not as invested
as you should be. Or depends how you see it.
Yeah, I guess everyone's different as well. Some people are very individualistic, I suppose, and like they'll have obviously family and friends. Individualistic.
Oh, honey, I like that word.
But do you know what I mean? Some people, they have friends and they have family, but at the end of the day, it's still like they kind of focused on themselves, and like they might not necessarily take on the emotions of the people around them as much, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Maybe it's just a thing.
Some may disagree, but I feel like a breakup of a friendship is worse than a romantic relationship. Long term.
That's an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, but long term, like short term, it will hurt when it's like a romantic relationship. But when it's a friendship, there will be things that remind you of that person, and you're just like, oh, I want to speak to that.
I get why people say that.
But then I suppose with some relationships, you're friends with them first as well, so you're losing a friendship and a relationship.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of like, you know, those like flings or short-term relationship.
But I know what you mean in terms of, it depends on how long you've been with that person.
Yeah,
So you've been with that person, let's say for a couple of years, but you've had that same friend for many relationships, then it depends.
If it was like a deep friendship where like you shared loads of memories, then yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting how like you just have all these different people that come in and out of your life, and some people actually leave a really big mark. You might meet them for
that's why
minutes.
there's one person that just left, and I will always miss them. We didn't have a long run together, but I will always miss them.
Who was it?
I'm not gonna say names on camera. I'm gonna think it's fucking weird.
If you're out there, Shannon would like
If you're out there and you remember me, just know, yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. I know we went a bit over time, but I think it was needed because we said a lot of good stuff, I feel. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, then
Can I do it? Like, comment and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next video for some more deep discussions.
It's not that deep. I'm not gonna guys sing the theme tune.
It's that deep. It's not.
Oh, so cringe.
It's that deep. The boat is a